Okay, we're back.
So a pretty action-packed first period. I mean, both teams with some good scoring chances. Both goalies made some really nice saves.
Yeah.
Neither team able to get the puck in the net, though, and as we thought, a very tough competitive hockey game. Mavs still will be on the power play for another minute 4, and probably the one difference here is the Mavs play certainly been playing a lot cleaner, as St. Peter's has had 3 penalties already in this game.
We need to capitalize on those opportunities they're giving us, though.
All right.
One right here at the beginning of the period would be really nice. Get ahead, get our boys
moving,
grooving, and get them ahead. They should be able to beat these guys. They should. This is our game.
Yep. Well, we've had kind of some tough luck against them, certainly in that last game where we had the one goal that didn't count because the referee didn't see it go in, and another
quick whistle.
The other first 2 games were 3-3 ties, so clearly these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, yes they are. They finished 2 and 3, so.
Yep, just 1 point apart.
So one more tie or win, we go the other way.
That's right.
We'd still be playing this game, though.
Yeah, that's right. It really wouldn't have mattered. Well, the Mavs will come out with their first playoff line, or their special teams power play line. Eric on the center, tried to get it over to Griffin. Puck comes back. Eric's going to take it there. A little indecision there. And St. Peter's able to get it back in the zone. Long pass ahead for Griffin. Griffin lost it. This is number 7 with it for St. Peter's. Had it poked off his stick, but gets it back. A nice centering pass, but 81 not able to control it. And now here come the Mavs. Trying to get into the zone. Anthony with it. He'll skate it in the zone, cuts it back to the middle. Now to the side, throws a shot. Went over the net and off the boards. Eric in along the boards. Griffin chips it ahead. Number 9 will get it for St. Peter's. Carry it behind the net, but Anthony knocks him off the puck. 9 has it. Tried to clear it. It's held in by Jack. Jack will throw it in toward the net. That hit traffic. Eric with it. Banks it off the end board. Number 91 has it for St. Peter. Plays it ahead. Cam holds it in. Sends it back into the corner. Anthony with the centering pass, but that was broken up and sent down the ice by St. Peter's. A race for the puck. Zach has to come out and play it ahead.
Smart play there, too.
Yeah, good job by him. Penalty's over. Team's at full strength. Anthony with the puck. Tries to skate it around one defender. The puck goes in the corner. Number 9 picks it up there. He sends it around behind the boards, but it hit Eric. And the puck's tied up along the boards behind the net. It squirts out almost right out in front for Griffin. Cam tried to play it. And now here comes St. Peter's with a 2-on-1. Number 7 has it into the zone. He's got 91 cutting toward the net. He took a shot toward the net, but Jack deflected that wide. Nice play by Jack to get back defensively. Back the other way. Anthony lost control of the puck. Now gets it back. Skates it forward for Eric. Here's Eric into the zone. Gets around one player. Had a poke checked off stick. Goes right on Michael, who gets stood up by number 4. Puck comes back to neutral. Cam shoots it. Tried to shoot it back in. It hit one of the players and still stays at neutral, and then sent back down the ice by St. Peter's. And this will be icing.
That's good.
With a face-off coming back in the St. Peter's zone. 10:04 to play, second period, no score. And we've had some second period picking right up where the first period left off. And looks like Coach Backley's mixing up the lines here. Here's Eric at the high point. Plays it off the boards. Michael gets it there. Michael for Harry. Harry tried to throw it around in front for Ethan. Ethan tried to deflect it, but the goalie came out and made a nice
good backhand.
Good job by the glove. Yeah, he got the glove out there to break up the centering pass. And Ethan was right there to knock it home. St. Peter's comes out the face-off. Pass to 88 went through his legs. Eric gets it, plays it off the board. That hit 88 though. Puck right at the blue line is now chipped in. Eric back to get it, tries to send it back out. Is taken there by 88. 88 cuts it back into the middle, loses the puck, and comes right out in front. Ends up in the corner. Michael there trying to get it. Jackson plays it ahead. Harry tried to chip at it. Still held in the zone. Number 2 with, or 42 with it. 42 lost it to the other 42. That's Jackson. Michael tried to clear it out. 42 held it in though. And plays it behind the net. Eric will send it up the boards. Ethan will get it, loses the puck. taken into the boards by number 10. Puck squirts out. 42 tried to get it, had it knocked off his stick.
Go, go, go.
Now the Mavs able to come away with it. And here's Eric with it. He's got several players with it. Harry with it. Harry taking it to the outside. Harry with a shot right in on net. And a nice save by the St. Peter's goaltender. The rebound came right down in front of him. He dropped down and covered it up. It's Kellen in on the face-off. Puck goes over the side. Kellen comes away with it, tried to get it to Cam. Cam tried to send it deep, but that hit traffic, and 0-0 come away with it for St. Peter's. Up the right-hand side, sends it in around behind the net. Jack will take it there. Here's Jack up the right side now with a burst of speed. Pass ahead for Kellen. Kellen tried to get it to Sam, missed on the pass. Puck ends up at a few players' feet and sent back to center by St. Peter's. Jack takes it there. Jack's going to skate it into the zone this time. Jack with a long shot right along the ice. And the goalie gets to paddle down to block it and cover it up. But, yeah, another shot on goal. And
so, yeah, they're getting it there. We just got to get it past that goalie.
That's right.
Blow out the back of the net.
And I tell you, the goalie's done a pretty good job of preventing those kind of rebounds that come right out in front.
Yeah, he's been controlling
those garden spot rebounds that you can knock home. So give him credit for that. Off the face-off, it's in the corner. St. Peter's has it. They try to clear it, but it's held in. Griffin with it. Griffin throws it toward the net. That was denied by number 6. Okay, put him in your pocket. Puck sent along the boards. Number 7 will take it there. He lost it along the side of the boards. Gets it to 91, who's able to clear it, but it's deflected up onto the Mavs bench. And a nice play by Coach Tony.
Catch that?
He did.
Good job.
Hit him right in the chest, I think, dropped it in his hand. So the face-off will come at about the top of the face-off circle. As Kellen controls it, here's Jackson. Jackson will send it into the corner. Looks like 26 will get there. He was checked by Griffin. Kellen battling for the puck along the boards there. It comes out, though, and here comes number 7 with it for St. Peter's. Tries to get around Jackson. Still with the puck. Finally denied. Loses the puck. It came right out front. Oh, 91 had a chance, but he whiffed on it. Here's a shot that hit traffic. And now the Mavs come back. It's Eric with it. Eric, pass it ahead for Griffin. They got a 4-on-1. Griffin for Eric, and he had the puck poke checked into the corner. Eric gets it back. Centering pass, that hit traffic. Goes behind the net. 26 with it. Sends it up the boards. It went too far for his teammate. And Jackson will send it back around behind the net. Boy, a 4-on-1 though. 26 with it. 26 plays it ahead. Here's a pass to the middle for 91, who gets it out of the zone, back to center. And Eric will chip it ahead. Tried to get it to Griffin, or Sam rather. He lost the puck, and the Mavs were actually changing there, and that's the reason that George was offside. So we'll have a face-off outside the zone. But, oh my gosh, going back to that 4-on-1.
Oh, man.
4-on-1, and unfortunately, good defensive play to get the puck off there.
Yeah, got it away, got it into the corner. And
yeah. Well, that's one, though, where you just kind of flip it up over his stick and throw it out and let one of the other 3 guys take it. It's off the face-off. Anthony with it, sends it back to Cam. Cam will try to send it in the zone. George swiped at it. 88 will take it for St. Peter's. Right out in front of his own net. Skates it out of his own zone now. Gets it across the red line. Tried to send it in, but hit his own player, and that created an offside. He tried to send it in deep and hit his own player, which caused him to go in advance of the puck. Yeah, right in the back of the breezer. George off the faceoff takes it. George tried to send it in, but that's blocked. 42 has it for St. Peter's. Down the boards on the left-hand side, into the corner. Tried to center it, but that was denied. Puck comes right back out in front, and the Mavs come away with it. Anthony had it. Had his stick lifted nicely by St. Peter's. Where the puck comes back to center. Now George with it there. George has Ethan cutting toward the net. Here's George with a long shot. That's right in on net. And a nice glove save by the goaltender to prevent another rebound as Anthony and Ethan were barreling in on top of him.
We're getting it there. We're playing more in their zone. It's good.
Yeah. So Harry will take the draw for the Mavs. He sends it back to Jackson. His shot was blocked. Michael had it, tried to send it toward the net. That was denied, though. Number 6 has it for St. Peter's, puts on the brakes, sends it back off the boards. Harry will take it there for the Mavs. Plays it around one player, back into the corner now. Tied up along the boards. Puck squirts out along the sideboard. 18 will get there first. Tries to play it ahead, loses it on the boards, and finally does get it back out to center, where Eric will step up, and his pass was blocked. Oh, it's like the puck's getting stuck there along the boards.
Yeah,
and
we were talking
both
about that
teams,
yesterday.
both teams are having trouble with it along the boards. Here's 36, though, coming away with it. He'll take a shot that's wide of the net. It banks off the inboard and out in front. Michael has it. Threw it right out in front of his own net. A dangerous pass. Now, unfortunately, one of the St. Peter's players lost his stick. Puck squirts out toward the side. Eric can't clear it. Now does get it back. Banks it off the board and out of the zone. St. Peter's tried to send it in, but he whiffed. And now here come the Mavs with a chance. This is Tristan with it. Here's Tristan. Tristan, how he fanned on the shot. I think he was raising his arms before he took the shot. And it comes right out in front. Still out in front. The goalie couldn't cover it up. It's still in front. Now squirts out toward the side. 91 gets there first. Tries to clear it and gets it out of the zone. Jackson back to retreat it out at center. Banks it off the board. That pass was intercepted, but it goes through one player. Oh, another player.
Big hit.
As 26 just laid Michael out.
Yeah.
And 26 is going to get an all-expense paid trip to the penalty box. He'll sit there for a minute and a half, or hopefully less, if the Mavs can get a goal.
We need that.
Well, this power play will be brought to you by our good friends at the Queenie Ice Rink for all their fine hospitality over the past couple days.
And poor lighting.
And poor lighting. Oh, better lighting today than yesterday.
Yeah, it was sunny out. It's because when it's sunny outside, it creates this weird shadowing effect inside.
Yeah.
It's cloudy today, which helps.
All right, off the face-off, it was Eric sending it back to Cam. Cam circles back in the neutral ice zone. Tried to get ahead for Griffin. Goes off his stick, but Eric gets it to Anthony, comes right in front. Here's Eric with a shot. Oh, and that was deflected just wide. That hit a skate as the goalie was going the other direction. Clearing attempt is held in by Jack. He gets it over to Griffin. Here's a shot by Griffin that was blocked.
Let's go, Griff.
St. Peter's able to get it, but it's held in by Griffin. Still in the zone. Eric comes away with it, tried to get it around one player. It's held in by Jack. Here's Cam with a shot right on net. Boy, and that one I think fooled the goaltenders. It looked like he maybe took a funny bounce, but
he got it under his pads, but it almost went through the 5-hole.
Yeah, but he able to keep it out of the net. And, another good chance for the Mavs here. I haven't been keeping track of the chances, but clearly I think it's in favor of the Mavs in this game.
Yeah, we definitely.
Well, partly aided by 4 power plays, and I certainly can't look past that. Eric off the face-off to Jack. Jack will send it in toward the net. Right on the effect of Griffin. Oh, and he almost, I thought he had it past him, but puck never went in. And the St. Peter's goalie able to cover it up before the Mavs could poke it in.
I don't know how that one didn't go in.
Griffin had it right in front of the net, and a nice wrist shot with the goalie stood tall. And denied him.
Come on, Mavs, you can do it. Let's go.
All right. Still 50 seconds left on the Mavs power play. Plenty of time left. Now they bring Kellen, Ethan, and George out of the line. Probably the smallest forward pairing line you're going to see in Squirt AA hockey. Off the face-off, St. Peter's able to get it out of the zone. Eric has to go back and get it. He tried to get it ahead for Ethan. Ethan gets it ahead for Kellen. Kellen off the boards. Gets it into the zone. He's checked there by 00. 85 gets it. Tried to get it out. It's held in momentarily, but then over the stick of Eric. He loses the puck, and here's a chance for number 10. Number 10 in. All alone, he scores! Well, you can't turn the puck over like that.
That's really too bad. And number 10, he just powered through that. He had Eric chasing him, who's arguably our fastest skater, and
he had
couldn't reach him. He might have been tired or something.
Yeah, he had the half step on him, and
yeah,
a good wrist shot to beat Zach on the glove side.
Tough.
It's a shorthanded goal. Comes with 3:45 to play in the second period.
That's right. Well, we know what it's like to come back from behind.
That's right.
We can do it. Let's go, Mavs. You can do it. Let's go.
Off the face-off, the puck comes back to Cam. Cam will try to get it ahead for Tristan. Tristan plays it into the zone. Sends it around the corner and behind the net. Harry gets there first, battling with number 9. Puck squirts loose. 91 plays it ahead, but that's going to be held in by Jack. Jack chips it ahead, but 91's going to pick it up there. And here comes 91 with a burst of speed, sends it around behind the net. Puck comes around into the other corner. Cam gets there first. Michael along the boards. Here's a play that puck came right out in front. Number 7 couldn't get to it. And Cam takes it now for the Mavs behind the net. Hamill sends it up the boards for Michael. Michael gets around one defender. Here come the Mavs back. Pass to Harry went under his stick. Michael picks it up back at neutral. Will send it into the zone. Able to get it down the boards and around behind the net. Number 4 with it for St. Peter's, plays it ahead. That's held in by Harry, but only momentarily. The puck now at the center now. And here's number 7 with St. Peter's, but it cuts it to the middle. He takes a shot, and a nice waffle board save by Zach as he played it up over the net.
Oh, come on, ref.
Here's a centering pass, but only Mavs there, and Mavs able to get it out of the zone.
Oh,
Number 9 has it. Number 9 loses it, gives it to number 18 now. 18 throws it in toward the net. Zach plays that. Zach not risking anything, will just cover it up. And I'll tell you, the momentum really changed with that goal.
Yeah, it's too bad too because we were playing so much in their zone, and then one breakaway goal, and now they have a little juice behind them. But we can get back.
Yep, that's right.
Get through this period and do what we did yesterday.
Yep.
Score 4 goals.
That's right. Score 4 goals. Oh, Anthony off the face-off. Anthony comes away with it. He's got Griffin and Sam in there. Here's Anthony with it, poked off his stick. St. Peter's able to get out of the zone. They'll send it the length of the ice, and this will be icing. Oh, they're going to wave it off.
Wave that off. That was a clear icing.
I'm not sure why they waved it off, but they did. Puck there along the side of the board, right in front of the St. Peter's bench. We got 4 or 5 players digging at it. Puck comes loose. It goes over to number 18. He passed it right to Sam, who's able to get it back to center. St. Peter's back to number 26.
Go.
Here's a pass to Sam. Now here's Sam in on a breakaway. Here's Sam with a breakaway and a shot. And the save is right out in front. But they blew the whistle. Blew the whistle,
and the puck was sitting right in front of the net.
Yeah, they blew the whistle as the puck came right out in front of the net.
Oh well, they got it out of there, so.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those situations where they knocked it in.
Yeah.
But a great save on the breakaway by Sam. Although I think the shot was probably
hit him right in the face. I think
headed for the netting. I mean, had a high trajectory line on it. Off the face-off, the puck comes in back to the point. Eric steps in to keep it in. Eric throws it in toward the net and goes into the corner. Griffin gets there, battling along the board. St. Peter's comes away with it, and they'll get it out to center. Jackson will send it back in, but it's offsides.
Come on, boys, watch where you're going.
1:21 to play in the second period. St. Peter's with the 1-0 lead. Face-off will come outside the zone. They'll be about halfway between the blue line and the red line. And now we got the Mighty Mites line out. Kellen, Ethan, and George. And here comes St. Peter's number 8. George gets that back though. He runs into traffic. George couldn't find it. Tried to get it back, but St. Peter's will come away with it. Number 10 with it. Here's number 10 with it. He soccered it ahead to himself. Now over to 42. 42 with a centering pass. It's denied by Jack. Cam gets it ahead.
Nice bump. Come on. Go.
And now it comes on to Ethan. Here's Ethan and Kellen. Kellen gets it. Ethan couldn't get a good pass to Kellen, and the puck squirts into the corner. It's a good idea by Ethan. Now Ethan tried to step in and block it. A couple players collide behind the net. Number 9 comes away with it. Gets it ahead for number 10. Number 10 with it. Into the zone. Kellen with it. Crosses the pass to Cam. Here's Cam. Tried to get a stretch pass up to Tristan, but it was denied. Puck comes into the zone now. Kellen has it. Poked off his stick. Kellen gets it back. Centering pass right out front to George, and he tried to poke it in, but a nice save by the goalie.
Jeez.
88 comes away with it for St. Peter's. Out of the zone. That hit his skate, though. Right onto the stick of George. George tried to get it back. Right out front. Here's the shot. He's gone!
With the turnover in the zone.
With 1.4 seconds to play in the second period. A big turnover. a big turnover, and George made him pay for it.
Boy, that just shows if you just hustle, stay with that puck, something good can happen there.
As he ripped a wrister that I think might have hit the goalie's glove, but
yeah, he was moving.
More importantly, it hit the back of the net, and that's all that matters.
And that'll end it.
Second period comes to an end, but a great way to end it for the Mavs as they score with 1.4 seconds to play, and we have a 1-1 tie.